like recognition to make me feel good.
But quit laughing.
Unfortunately, the day Gabe and Kelly showed up, the weather was just nasty, so we couldn't get out and go fishing.
It's like the Arctic Sea here.
But there was plenty to do. Figured we'd go find some clams, check out the seals, and then maybe, just maybe, if Gabe and I started to feed off each other's egos, we'd be brave enough to dive the rock wall and maybe grab a couple of lobsters.
Yeah, and I'm only doing it because Gabe's here peer pressuring me. So if you figure this spot out, don't dive here, or if you do, it's your own risk.
Literally, don't get bit and then say, well, we saw it on Bluegabe. If you dive here, dive on your own risk.
Although any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah.
So,
Now, some people have said, what's the big deal about the harbor? They're playing this up. They're exaggerating. There aren't white sharks in here. But I want to show you something. When we were reviewing the footage, you know, we had the big massive seals. There was this one seal off to the side, and Alex shot some footage of him. And then as we looked at it, we noticed there's a huge bite mark. You can see it right here on that seal. I mean, that's a 20-25 inch radius. I mean, just a monster bite on like a 400-pound seal. So, I mean, that seal was 300 yards away from where we were diving, and I think that that's really proof that the Pleasant Bay is an active feeding area for white sharks, and diving there, you know, is not the smartest thing. When the tide finally slacked low, the water got really murky, so it was time to stop diving.
yeah, we'll do another lobster video for the Scumbria audience in much shallower, safer water.
Safer.
Look at, I thought I just saw a fin come out of the water.
Yeah.
You will. It's not. Whatever.
We got in the boat and headed across the bay to some clam flats. Here we are on the flats looking for clam holes, and I'm showing Kelly and Gabe the secrets to clamming. I don't know if they're secrets, but the techniques.
Then he's got a long neck. Goes up here to the sand, like that long. So the neck is just below, and then he goes whoop down when you touch him with the rake. So you'll see that neck run down as you go.
Was that worm-looking thing?
Yeah, that's his
No,
neck.
that was a worm. No.
If you're old, you don't want to get up again. So
Trying to explain to them, you know, the clams aren't like your typical clam up high above, but you got to dig down when you find them, buddy. 18 inches down. So here I am digging along, looking for clam neck.
So those are all like, there's the area there.
Oh, there's one. There we go. So I dig down and pull out this steamer. And about 20 minutes later, we had a quarter of a basket. Both those guys tried out clamming, and then we headed over and did a little clam bake on the beach.
What, this?
The big dead
That
one.
was my shell.
I don't know.
How you gonna put your big dead shell in my food?
Well,
All right, so here's Kate. This is terrible Massachusetts.
looks like Santa's sleigh.
It does look like Santa's sleigh. And so we are here, just so you know, we are here on the elbow. This is your arm, Cape Cod. Then right off the elbow, this little thing comes out like this. And that's this bar, this beach that we're on here. This is Monomoy Island. It's 9 miles wide. It's about a half mile, well, maybe 3/4 mile wide. And that's a huge bird reserve. And that's where all the seals come and all the white sharks are. So right now we are on the flats of Monomoy Island, which means nothing to you, but a lot of people would be very jealous that you're here. It's a cool place.
Monomoy.
I
Monomoy.
can tell you, it's one of the most amazing places I've ever been. We got fresh clams and a lobster in a pot on a grill billy out here in the middle of the most beautiful place I've ever been with some of the most awesome people ever. How do you beat that? We got Karate Kid, my most beautifulest blonde ever, Alex behind the camera. There you go.
Kind of feel, I wish I brought my blonde, or a blonde. It doesn't even have to be mine.
But he risked his feet.
Did I risk my beautiful life to get you these lobsters?
Almost, yeah.
That's all you wanted
I was
to hear?
risking my life too, so.
You were like,
For nothing, actually.
as soon as you got out of the water, I felt like more in danger because you were like a fat seal hors d'oeuvre just floating around. And
He
then,
literally said
No
that.
flippers either.
He's like, can you get over closer to the shore? You look like a hors d'oeuvre right now.
yeah, you're like, ooh, and I was like, you're gonna die. And now Gabe has got to carry Kelly
I took my foot
on his back. And the reason I'm filming is because I am hoping above hope that they will fall. I know that's a terrible thing to say.
For all you men out there, take notes.
Take notes.
If your better half needs loving, give her some loving.
Keep your socks dry.
3, 2, 1. Another amazing Scumbria adventure. This time with Bluegabe and Kelly. Follow them on Institute. Yes, follow them on Institute.
That's right.
If you like making love at midnight in the dunes of the Cape, then you might be like Kelly and Gabe, who came here to escape. What are you talking about? Well, I just feel that we should address the elephant in the room here, you know? Apparently before this video, or this week, Kelly and Gabe, they were just friends. But based on this montage of clips we're about to show you, things have changed. So congratulations to Kelly and Gabe. All that hugging. I thought they were just really cold. So that was our day on the water. On Friday, when Ethan got out of school and heard we'd been squidding without him, he forced me and my friend Rocco and his son to go up to Provincetown and have a squidding expedition of our own. Unfortunately, the sound on the camera was broken, but in a stroke of genius, I've decided that I'll do all the voices. Kung Fu style.
Oh, hello! We are here tonight in Provincetown to catch the squid. It is a very interesting practice. It takes much practice and time to catch squid. Oh, one time I caught a squid this big. Whee! Whee! Look at this squid! Whee! Whee! Oh, not now, son. It is my turn to do this with the squid. Put him in the bucket. This is the greatest squid of all. We have captured him. It took us almost 3 years and $300,000. But now we will get one more squid. Then head home to cook them and make the delicious fried squid. Oh, this one is very special. I will stare at him for a very long time. Now I must ask him a question. Is my father the greatest father in the whole world? Squirt if he is. Oh! Now let's go home and make fried calamari. All right, we are done now.
I don't know if you remember this sink, but it's the same sink that Kelly used to make her squid. And like I said earlier, Ethan forced me to go squidding because he was at school and couldn't go when we went with Gabe and Kelly. And he's going to clean some squid for you guys.
I'm gonna go like this.
Hey, what are you doing to my squid? Ooh, nice squid.
This is the big squid of the night. Go like this. And I'm gonna start on the other side so I'm not poking that bone. Go here, go like that, go.
Doing a good job.
Like that. That's all the. So if you see that silver and you're like, oh, that's a fish. It's not a fish. It's the ink before it hits air. Which is kind of cool.
Try not to get ink all over my house, please.
I tried right here and go. This.
Rinse it off a little.
Some squids don't have these two attack tentacles. Instead of an octopus having 8 tentacles, they have 10 tentacles.
Nice.
This kind of looks like the eye socket, but it's not the eye socket. I can just get it to work. That right there, that little black thing is the beak.
Nice. Then what do you do after you get all that out?
You go like this, and you feel right here. You dig your fingernails under it, and there's their cartilage. Their little spine.
Nice.
Like a human. That's what makes them, when they're swimming, they're not like this. When they're swimming, they're straight. It's like a backbone. Do you want the
Wings? Nah, say, chuck the wings. There you go.
peels them right off? That's cool. So wings right there. And while I'm at it, I may as well go Kelly do this with her squid? Did she show
Yeah, she did.
peeling the skin
She
off?
was much more elegant than you, but hey.
Who's a kid and who's not? Later, while everything's clean and not covered in ink, I will cut this into calamari size, appropriate calamari sized pieces.
All right. Okay, we're done frying. We got our calamari all fried up. We got some tartar sauce, we got some marinara sauce, and Ethan is going to do the honors of tasting the first piece.
So I'm gonna try just without no sauce.
That is some crunchy fried squid. How is it?
It's good, really good.
Now, Ethan, Kristen, and I are going to feast on this calamari we made, and when Alex gets home from work, there'll be some for him too.
And they left only like 4 pieces for me.